Okie dokie. What's up, confessors and Siesta Key fans? If you are new to this, true to this on my page, I am Confessions of a Reality Queen, so I call my followers and subscribers confessors. If you want to be a true confessor, all you have to do is subscribe to my Facebook page and my Instagram page, which is my home, really my Instagram page if you want to be a real MVP confessor. And you can follow me right there. Yes, yes, yes. And you can also follow me on Twitter, of course. So if you haven't yet and you plan on staying for the party, please like and subscribe and let's get it going. So I had a wild night last night, y'all. I was up till I don't even know what time I went. I passed out first and foremost, okay? I passed out. It was the premiere of another show, but we ain't here to talk about that. We are here to talk about the second episode of Siesta Key. Now, it's the fourth episode, but 14th episode. I hate when they do that. They just continue on the numbers from the last season. It really confuses people sometimes, but this is called season 4, episode 14. You are the rich husband. So let's get into it. So all of my photos are just put in here, right? So I'm just gonna click on one and we're gonna talk about it. And that's how we're gonna get through this together. All right, I'm saying. Okay. So we finally get the debut of Max and Kelsey. They weren't on the first episode, but they are finally here. And she did a photo shoot for her swimsuit line, which she said sold out quicker than she expected. And so good for her because everyone had thoughts, not knowing what was going on with her swimsuit line and all of that jazz. So she seems to be doing really well with it. And I'm proud of her. You know, she was struggling at first with a lot of different things. And, you know, last season it was a whole competition between her and Juliet. But everyone was loving Juliet's like a lot more, I guess. But hers is very cute and it's sold out. So apparently she's doing very well. She just can't keep up with supply and demand at this point, which is kind of a good thing, even though it's a bad thing. But that means people like your shit, girl. So you doing all right with me, okay? Y'all. Um, oh shizzle. So this is Juliet talking with Chloe on the other end and Amanda right here. And she's telling the girls how I think this is when she's telling the girls that she told Sam that she is moving out. And Sam did not take that well. As you see, they were standing out there talking, and she was telling them how she was feeling and everything. And Sam gets this look on his face every single time when he is just disappointed. You know that look I'm talking about, right? And it's like, okay, you are totally, and I know this isn't even right, but you are totally rich. You have no reason to be upset. You're young, rich, and kind of famous. So you got the whole bag. You worried about a bitch. Juliet ain't no bitch, but you know what I'm saying. You worried about a girl hurting your feelings. She ain't trying to break up with you. She just needs her own space. And see, I think Sam is just used to having girls that ain't got their own thing going, so they happy to live in his world. And he just is the man of the relationship because he's got the money. He could take her anywhere she wants, put her up in this nice, beautiful home. And that's not what Juliet is about. She is trying to do her swimsuit line, and she doesn't want to be dependent on a man. And Sam seems like he likes his women to be dependent on him. I think that's his come up in the relationship that makes him feel good. And I guess he never thought that Juliet would want to be her own person one day. And when she was with him, she did all the party and everything, and she wasn't even focused on her line the way that she should have been. And now she's growing up, more mature. She's 24, but still a mess. And she's just trying to get her shit together, which she should. And that's good for her. So for him to be tripping the way that he is tripping on her, it ain't even cool. All she trying to do is have her own space. And yes, he did move out his gym equipment to make an office for her. I don't know why that's still so funny to me. I think it was just the way that he said it. But it's not that bad. He could just live with it and chill, unless he could have stopped all the partying coming over all the time. He didn't want to accommodate her that way. So, and she wasn't trying to stop his flow because that's how he lived his life. That's what he do, and that's really his spot. So, what you expect her to do? She's trying to do what's right for her and y'all. Because if she's stressed about her swimsuit line, she's gonna be stressed, period. She ain't gonna be happy. She may take it out on him, and then he gonna feel butthurt over that. Sam be too butthurt. He needs to stop it. He really do. And so, yeah, that's that. And I can't even remember what this scene is, but I guess this is when when Juliet finally told him that, she is leaving. Or this might have been when Sam was talking to Mike. I don't know. But when he was talking to Mike, he was butthurt over it. Yeah, this is when he was talking to Mike. And he was butthurt over it and telling Mike about it and everything. And I'm like, I really wonder. I know at this point, Mike is like, I'm tired of hearing about Juliet all the time and y'all problems. Because Mike is his only friend we see on the show. And so I know Mike is like, damn, I'm the one who got to hear all of this all the time. Like, why me? Why me? And I know that's right, Mike. I couldn't do it either. Shit. Oh yeah, this was the swimsuit line photo for Kelsey, which was very, very cute. That's so adorable. And Jordana was there. Jordan, I'm gonna call her Jordan. And it was it's cute. The line didn't look like this last time, I don't think. But she got some new pieces in, she got some new creations in, and that is what is up. I am totally digging that. Okay, what we got next? Oh, this took me all the way out. So here we have Amanda and Camilla. And please forgive me because I think I might have been calling her Camille the whole entire review last week. My bad, Camilla. My bad. But here is Amanda and Camilla talking. And Camilla is telling Amanda about the whole thing when she met up with BJ. I hate it when Amanda said that. Brandon, though. See, I guess, so I didn't know the whole thing was Brandon was still doing his thing with Jordan, I guess. And he got caught up and bust out. He lied about it at first. And when Chloe bust him out, that's when everything came out. So that's why Brandon was acting the way he was talking with his mom about Chloe last episode. Like, Chloe and her big mouth. No, you keep your peen where it's supposed to be instead of jumping from cooter to cooter. I don't know which one to call it, but come on, Brandon, that's your fault. You always cheating and putting it somewhere you shouldn't be. Take accountability, brother, please, and thank you. But not only that, this is when Amanda was and this ain't even slightly. Amanda was shady as hell when she did this shit. Now, you know that Camilla and Will have been talking or whatnot, even though they had a little situation last episode at Julia's party, and we clearly saw Amanda flirting with Will right there. Like, okay, I see this. I really do see this. Y'all saw it too. Camilla saw it too. And I'm sure everybody else there saw it too. And so at that point, that is when she decides that she wants to tell her, if it hasn't happened between you and Will by now, it ain't gonna happen. And you should look for somebody else. And all of this shit and all of this jazz. And meanwhile, the whole entire time, Amanda is doing her thing with Will. And I'm like, you dirty heifer. How is you just gonna do that? She trying to do that so she can make room for herself so it don't feel so bad. So she don't feel so bad when it comes out that her and Will together. It's only a matter of time. Because I don't know if y'all seen, I have uploaded it on my YouTube last week, or it might have been this week's. They go live after each episode. And so Will, yeah, it was this week. So Will had got on live from wherever he was while Amanda and Kelsey and Max were at Kelsey and Max's house going live like they always do. I guess they're gonna do that each week. But anyway, Will was on, and Amanda kept calling him baby. She's like, okay, baby. So obviously they together by now, but they can't tell us that yet because it's got to play out. But they got to be together, and just Camille just wasn't right for this. That was just so dirty. So I would love to know what y'all think about that. Really, really would. So this is where shit, yeah, this was another butt hurt moment for Sam. This is when Juliet had to tell him, like, babe, I found a place. I'm moving out Saturday. And then she had to lay on him that not only that, but she was going to LA for a couple of days and she was leaving tomorrow. And at the last minute, I guess she asked if he wanted to come. And he was like, nah, give you your thing, let you do your thing, and all of that jazz. But later, when he's talking to Mike, he was like, he didn't really feel welcome because she just asked him very last minute and didn't give him a chance to whatever he would have done. I'm sure he would have wanted to fly through a spaceship to get there. Sam likes to do extravagant shit. I would love to. I can't remember. I know he talked about it, but what does Sam's dad do? Because Sam is living like, he is living. I can just say that. He is living. And I'm like, God damn, can I live like that? I would love to. And I know it's got to be hard for Juliet to have to leave that place because that is a beautiful ass home. I wouldn't want to. So this is Kelsey's mom, and she is so pretty. She's a beautiful woman. That woman is pretty, pretty. And Kelsey is talking to her mom about, her swimsuit line jumping off and how she was, supply and demand ain't what it is because it's a 3-month layover or whatever you want to call it for her to get more swimsuits in. And she's worried about not, if she should stay in Siesta. Her best only friend really was Madison, and Madison doesn't even live there anymore. And we still don't see Madison this season. Madison or Ish, we still don't see her this episode, I mean. So she's like, yeah, I'm here for Max and here for you, but she feels that, she could do so much more somewhere else probably. And she's really struggling with whether or not she should stay or not. And that's really unfortunate because, I mean, sure, Siesta looks like a beautiful place. And if that's where all your friends are and everything. And then, I think she left before, for her whole modeling and everything. And then she came back and it's just, oh my goodness. Where is her ex now? Who was her ex? Where is he now? I wonder. I don't know. Now my sister want to call back. Let me get through this. I'll call you right back. So what is this? Yep, this is when Amanda was talking about her and Will and all of that, and ain't nothing really going on yet. But it showed, like Chloe said, it's gonna be something going on in the week that Camilla gonna be mad about, and she just smiling like she good for that. She is so good for that because she would be flirting with Brandon when she was with Camilla. So it's like, why you always gotta go? I know Camilla, like, why you always gotta go for mine? Shit, get your own. What's really good? I know that's right. Like, come on, man. You just gotta go for mine, but maybe a siesta key is small and there ain't much. And Amanda just go for what she know. And Amanda is a beautiful girl. And she know how to flirt. She look like the type of girl that knows how to use what she got to get what she want. And she be getting them because apparently she has got to be with Will right now. Baby. You don't call somebody baby if he ain't your baby. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be real on that. I'm just saying. So yeah, that face. Look at that face. Just look at that face. And then look at Juliet like, you sneaky bitch. I know you sneaky bitch. So this is when the girls are meeting up with Chloe and her boo, her new man, and they're letting him meet them meet him. And it was so cute because when they asked him, you know, what are your intentions? I believe Amanda asked, what are your intentions with our Chloe, whatever. And what he said was so beautiful. I can't remember word for word what he said, but I do remember it was so beautiful. And I was like, "Aw." And you know, I was very skeptical of him the first episode, especially when we all saw it hit the internet that they were married. We're like, who, what, when, what, how? And we were like, okay, now we got to see this dude. Let's see how this plays out. But you know, I'm starting to like him. I think for her, and we ain't got no choice because they married now. So what the fuck can we do, right? But they're very cute together. But the girls seem to be impressed, and that's what's up. If you pass the vibe check with the friends, you Gucci. And you know, especially meeting them in last week's setting when Chloe was out of character, which she said she was so embarrassed by the way, and she should have been. But she knew she was gonna be that way, so I don't even know why she tripped. And she should have let him know, like, look, you ain't gonna like the bitch I am when I get around these bitches, because I'm a whole different type of bitch. But they're very cute together. So yes, he is warming up on me. He just better stay that way. I don't ever want to hear him doing some fuck boy shit. I swear for goodness, cause I can't handle that. No, 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 no. Oh, child, this took me all the way out. I am not even happy with this. Sam is really hurt. You know when men are hurt, they just do the most fuckboy shit to make them feel that I don't even know what they trying to feel, but just not feel bad or hurt. Men cannot stand to get hurt by a woman. I don't know what it is for them. It's just like a dagger in the heart, and they just be on some other shit. And Sam was definitely on some other shit when he did this, because this dude, this one right here, Max is always with him. I need to see another friend. I really, really do. But this was not cool because he had all the nerve to invite Kelsey over along with Kara and Jordan, because you know they ain't going nowhere without each other. There's this like freaking frack Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Sugar and Spice. I don't know, but they are just really a duo. But anywho, he had the nerve to invite Kelsey. Now you know Juliet and Kelsey have, you know, not really squashed their beef or whatnot, or worked on their relationship much since all of the shit that went down. But he actually invited her, and Kelsey had no idea. She thought that she was going to go there, you know, make some more amends with Juliet, see where they friendship could keep going and possibly going. But no, Juliet wasn't there. She was in LA, like she said she was, doing her thing with her photo shoot. And he just brung, and Juliet did not know. So Kelsey was nice enough, woman enough, which was very dope, I believe, to text Juliet and let her know what was going on. And she said, "Hey, I came over to Sins for a pool day with everyone, thinking you were here, but he just informed me you're in LA. If me being here without you makes you uncomfortable in any way, I will 100% just head out." And I thought that that was so dope that she said that, because Juliet did not know, and that was some bullshit. So Juliet gets the text, and she's like, "What the fuck?" basically. But she was really appreciative that Kelsey did, in fact, text her and let her know. But she didn't know, and she was just like, There's a pool party going on at my house." No, 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 honey. It's not your house anymore, really. You moved out. You moved out, and you moved out for that reason, that he has people over. So you can't trip. The only part she could trip about was who he invited. And that was fucked up, Sam. That was really fucked up. That's how you roll. I see you, Sam. I got your number. Mm-hmm. We do. I do. I got it. So Jordana, she had her art exhibit, which was a tribute basically to her brother that passed away very young, as you can see. He was her best friend, and she loved him to death. They had a great relationship, and he loves butterflies. And so she had butterflies all over to decorate, and it was so beautiful. And she says every time she sees a butterfly, she thinks of him. And yes, it was a beautiful art show, exhibit, whatever you want to call it. She was happy and she looked beautiful, and that was really, really nice. But some things had went down. Nobody got into it, thank you goodness. But some things went down, a couple of things. Um, First of all, we have oh yeah. So when Kelsey showed up, she showed up with flowers from Chloe to Jordana, and this is her reading the card, and look at Kara's faces she was making. It's just crazy because Kara is not having it with Chloe, and Chloe is the one who brung her back in. No, it was Madison. I believe it was Madison who brung her to the trip everyone was at forever that Sam had set up. But she came back into the group, and this is what is going on with her. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, these faces she makes about Chloe be sending me. I swear they do. But also, this was Joanna's mom, and yes, she looked just like her mama. You couldn't say that no other way, no how. So here is Will and Amanda hugging, and I'm like, oh my Lord, this is so going on. And he's all like, "Yeah, I thought you'd be here. I thought I'd see you." So basically, he came to see her. I was like, shit, here we go. And the way that they was looking and flirting with each other, it's like totally obvious. And I know Camilla saw it. And I know Amanda saw Camilla see it. So she had no choice but to tell her finally that her and Will have been talking or spending time with each other. And Camilla's like, "Is it serious?" And she said it wasn't, but it obviously is. But she trying to make it seem like it ain't nothing yet. But it's gonna be something serious. That's why you felt the way you felt, and that's why you tried to tell her that it ain't ever gonna happen between her and Will and all of this. So you knew what you was doing, Amanda. Amanda is so sneaky with it sometimes. I swear she do. But at least she did, in fact, tell her. before it got to the extreme between them, before they scrumped. They ain't scrumped yet, I don't think, or at least that ain't what they telling us. So you can see Camilla like, damn, bitch, really? First Brandon, now Will. Like, you just want to be with everyone I've been with. I would be so upset. And she kept saying, ain't that kind of weird? Like that is, and it is weird. Like, what is it? What is it with her men that she just wants so bad? It's crazy. Now I know that ain't how she see it. That's not how it is. But if you think about it, it's kind of is how it is. I'm just saying, Siesta must be really small. I don't know what to say because, yeah, yeah, that that. But also at the event, you see Kelsey and Juliet taking shots together. And you haven't seen Kelsey smile around Juliet like this in quite a minute. So this was refreshing also to see. This was dope. Um, so she talked about the whole thing. Like she literally did not know she was there. And Juliet understand that, and she was really appreciative that she did text her and had the respect to leave if she wanted her to. And I thought that was really, really classy of her. Really, really dope. So hopefully their relationship will grow to be better. And another relationship that was mended was Jordana and Camilla. They both said it's quite embarrassing how they were acting over this irrelevant dude who ain't shit, basically. Is so I think they ended up hugging it out and they are cool now. They just want to get past it because it ain't worth it and it so ain't. So I'm happy that they working on their shit. They can get their shit together and be cool. And now that just leaves Brandon out in the dust, which he needs to be because he started some mess. He really, really did. And so let me make sure I got all the other things I wanted to show. Oh, yeah, this is when Kelsey showed up, and that is when she realized that Sam invited her and Juliet was not there. That is the moment she realized. And look at Kara's face. She's like, wait a minute, what? You actually invited us here like this? Like you really just want to start some shit. And he was really trying to. Like, he really tried it. Like I said, hurt people. And he was hurt and he was trying to hurt her. So at the end of this episode, Juliet is moving out. She found her spot. I guess it's Saturday, because that's what she said she was moving. So I guess it's Saturday. She's packing up and everything. And it was really crazy because, she sits down and talks with Sam. And she's just saying that what are her plans for the day, what he's gonna do. And she said the girls are just gonna come over and help her unpack and get some food, ordering whatever they're gonna do. And she invited him to come over. And he declined once again. First he declined LA. Now he's declining to come over. And he's just like, no, he's just gonna go grab some food, some dinner with Mike and just come back here. He's gonna give her space. But it was funny because he asked her was she gonna take the painting Jordana did of her, the infamous one where it actually looks like Jordana herself. And she was like, no, she doesn't have any room right now. And so she's really just trying to get all the bulky stuff. But they showed the picture, the painting at the end. Now, okay. And maybe I'm tripping or I don't know what I'm doing. But did this painting look like this? Because now it actually does look like Juliet. I don't know if she redid it. I don't know if that was a thing, and I just can't remember that if it was even part of the whole storyline last year. Did she end up repainting it? Because this can't be the same painting I'm looking at. It just can't be. I feel like it's the Mandela effect or something because this was not the picture. This is not the painting from last season. It just can't be because this one does, in fact, look more like her. Let me know in the comments if she did end up doing it again, because I don't remember. I really, really don't. But that is everything that happened on this episode of Siesta Key. And we look like we're going to see the whole breakup happening between Juliet and Sam. If it ain't that, it's the beginning, it's the real beginning of the end. And it's going to happen very, very soon, because you see everything leading up. They keep showing 3 weeks, 5 weeks from where it was, and you see him booed up with a whole nother chick. Like, who is this Pop Tart? I don't know. Let me not call her Pop Tart, because if she end up joining the cast, and I probably like her by next season. You know how they do. They always the villain they first season on. Then we end up liking them. Like Camilla, for instance, was like that. But hey, whatever. Now I love Camilla. She's like my favorite on the show now. I adore her. She's a cool chick. But yeah, so that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is a, suburban show, and it's coming from an urban perspective, especially from an old chick, and they're very much younger than me, but I've been fucking with Siesta Keys since it started. It's one of my favorite shows, guilty pleasure, whatever you want to call it. I love this show. I hope y'all enjoyed the commentary. If you did and you haven't yet, please like this video. Please, please, please like this video and subscribe, and, touch that bell if you want to come back and be notified when I do the next one. I did not mean to wait this long to do Siesta Key, considering it came on Thursday, but a bitch been busy, y'all. I've been absolutely busy. I've been neglecting my Instagram a little more. And please make sure you're an MVP confessor. Become a confessor by following me on Instagram. That's where I'm at mostly every day, all day, if I'm not doing something on YouTube. So, yes, let me make sure y'all see what it is. Yes, Confessions of a Reality Queen. Ooh, look at them numbers going up. I was so happy when I finally got a K behind my number. I was like, God, will it ever come? But I'm very excited. And, I said I was going to start this page, YouTubing, when I got to a certain amount of followers, and here I am. Kamisha Reviews is my mentor. If you want to become a content creator and you're not know where to start or what to do, please get in touch with Kamisha Reviews. I have a video up that talks about all the amazing things about the mentorship. So get in touch with her for a very, very, very low fee, and you're going to get more than what you pay for. Unlimited access to a couple of things, but you'll have to find out what that is. Just go to the video. So that does it for this episode of Siesta Key. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself, and I'm out this nasty thing.